I'm fucking Sisyphus.
That's how it is.
They called you Bugafist.
No.
Nope.
I'm
Anyways.
calling you Bugafist.
No.
No. No, you're
Okay.
not.
Why do you all hate me?
Because you're a minor. Anyways.
Because you're neurodivergent and a minor.
God damn!
As
Everybody's
opposed to-
gonna get hate crimed in this VC today. First Dionysus, now me. You're picking on me and my clone from another dimension?
Not you, Val.
We could never hate you, Val. Val, you're everything to
I'm
me. Check,
requesting
I'm
it.
going to get you.
You can request
When I
whatever you
catch
want on
you,
your own
I'm
time,
going
but
to
now
tell
we're live
you-
on the air.
Yeah.
So, Tarragon, you are heading towards the living room with Tawny in tow.
Once I am in the living room, I turn around to face Tawny, and I say, I need you to trust me, but I don't think that you do. Tell me how I can prove myself.
What do you need me to trust you for?
I need trust with everyone in this group. We all need to trust each other. I will admit, I am not a puzzle solver. I'm not like Genesis, and I'm not like the other people here. I'm not an inventor. I struggle with this sort of thing. Everyone else is busy right now. And I need you to help me look for clues. But if you are going to help me, and in turn, if I am going to help you, we need to trust each other.
No, we don't. We can help each other without trust. That's how it works.
Tawny, where did you learn that?
Back home. Yeah, back home.
Perhaps that's true some things, but it isn't true here. This is something very, very important, and I don't want to scare you. But this is something very, very dangerous. And I am afraid.
I mean, I figured out
I
it was
need-
dangerous when the desert bloody sang. So,
And I figured out how dangerous it was when I tried to see what was going on, and the house was filled with smoke, and it was evil. I can still taste it at the back of my mouth. Tawny, I need you to trust me, and I need to be able to trust you. How can I prove myself?
I'm not gonna trust anyone. That just gets people hurt. We both need to get out of here, so we just get that done and move on. That's how it works. That's how it has to work.
Tawny, I'm just going to say this. You're wrong. Whoever taught you that is wrong. The circumstances that taught you that lied to you. Trust is integral in so many things. I need your trust, and I need to be able to trust you, and right now I don't.
Cool. You shouldn't.
I
I've done
don't want to
nothing
go
for
and
you to trust me. So
I don't want
why
to
should
have
you
to
trust
go
me?
back. I don't want to have to go back to the other room and disturb one of the others. We need to work something out.
Just tell me what you need and we can get it done.
That won't work. 20, it... And you see a tear roll down from under the helmet and drip onto the armor. And it leaves a faint track through the dirt. This might be the most important thing that you've ever done. It's one of the most important things that I have ever done. I have to trust that, at the very least, you will put all that you can into making this right. Because if you don't, it all falls apart.
You know the bag I've been carrying around? The old rucksack that's way too full of things? That's all I've got to my name. It's all I've ever had to my name. So I've got nothing else to lose. So I don't know why the hell I'd go around fucking this up.
Do you trust me?
Not a chance, but I don't trust anybody here.
Then I'll search on my own. And Tarragon turns and begins looking through the books on the bookshelf again.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck. And with that, Tawny does give a bardic inspiration before heading back out the room.
Oh!
Hey, gamers! I'm crying. I'm sobbing.
Oh.
song!
The song.
The song.
Okay.
I'm weeping and wailing. Anyway, I'm gonna roll investigation for just investigating the room in general.
Okay, while you do that, we're gonna cut back to kitchen group.
Kitchen
Okay.
gang.
Kitchen
It's
gang.
kitchen gang.
Yeah, can I have like after like Tarragon and like the kid is distracted, can I have Genesis message to Ellie and say, "Hey, what the fuck was that? Are you okay?"
Ooh. Had a bit of a headache. I'm fine now.
I'm gonna use message again and say, "Okay, come sit down. Sit down. Come sit down."
I no. I don't think so. Thank you for the offer. I don't think so.
Okay. Don't let that get to you. Okay? Don't if you feel anything bad, don't let it get to you.
Nothing's getting to me. I'm fine. It's just a kid. I'm fine.
How goes the mending? Let's find out. I'm the DM. That's my decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah.
it's definitely been like enough time. Like with the only like you only described like 7 or so pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
Then it's a minute per casting.
Yep. So the pot is fixed. The urn is fixed. You notice it has traditional engravings on it. And you would recognize this as, yeah, that's an urn for a cremation. However, you would also see, once you put it together, that it has been painted by hand by very young hands to have flowers on it
Oh.
in pinks and purples and oranges. These very simple 5-petaled flowers with yellow fingerprints in the center.
Oh.
And the child does not go away when you mend the pot, in case you were worried about that.
Okay. Well, it's fixed.
Okay. Okay. Pot's fixed, and I assume that all like the ashes and stuff get like
yeah,
put back
you
into
put
it.
those back inside.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
let that have been easy.
Okay, I'll take the urn for now, and then we can find out where Tarragon went. Yeah.
I need a second.
Okay. Ellie and I and Gemstone can go find where Tarragon is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I stay with the urn? Because I assume we probably don't want to move that around and risk breaking it again.
Oh, Genesis was just gonna like have it in their lap, but if Acacia wants the urn, Genesis will hand it to Acacia.
Okay, yeah, Acacia will stay sitting on we'll sit like on the floor with it and like with the kid.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's completely fine.
Acacia is also like periodically talking to the kid so
Yep.
that like there's no issues.
Same as when Tarragon was talking to them.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy
Yeah.
conversation. Every now and then they do forget things still, but
Yeah. They took pointers from what Tarragon was doing.
cool. Right. Val, did you want to...
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to now cast Sending.
Alright. Who are you sending to, Val?
I would like to cast Sending to my dear friend Charles Loman Rainbeam, who is, of course, the man I'm attending the wedding of, slightly reluctantly.
Alright. You can go ahead with that, Dionysus, if you would like to put yourself in Charles mode.
I can't talk. I'm shifting into Charles mode.
I'm shifting into
About
white
to
boy
make that
mode.
joke. Come on.
I'm shifting into white boy mode.
Okay. We found a weird house in the desert. Haunted, desecrated, potentially dangerous. If we don't make it to your wedding, that's why. Sorry. I love.
Okay.
Bitches.
You motherfucker. Okay.
That's 25 words. I didn't have
Yeah.
a 26.
Yeah. I think there's like maybe like a good 30 seconds of just dead air, and then you hear,
Reasonable.
I love you, Athena. Please be careful. Stay with Genesis. You don't have to come. I understand if I don't want you in danger. Please.
Should I use my second Sending?
You can do whatever the hell you want.
I only have one more third level spell slot.
Think about it for a second. Just think about it.
Think about it.
Charles wouldn't want me to because if Genesis got hurt, he would be mad that I chose to message him over reviving Genesis. So I will not I will not use my second Sending.
Okay. So somebody outside of the desert is now aware that you are in this house.
Why did you say it like that, Bug?
What do you mean? Say it like what?
You're
You
speaking
said
Like
that.
a damn DM!
You're
That's what we mean!
You're speaking
You
in
are speaking like a
italics.
DM.
You're speaking like a nice little narrator, you piece of shit stoner.
Did you guys did you guys like where that cut off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty
I
funny.
sure
That
did,
Yeah.
huh?
you.
I knew
That one.
I was like I was counting up the words and I got to I love and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't put I love you.
That's
But
why
I didn't like I could have just taken out potentially. I could have just taken out potentially and said I love you.
Mhm.
But I wanted to cut it off there.
That's why he started with it.
Alright. So now,
It's me, Genesis, and Tarragon. Genesis and I went into the
yes,
living room.
you guys went into the living room. Tarragon, you rolled to investigate the bookshelf.
Yes.
Or no, investigation check on the living room. Okay.
Yeah, just the room in general.
You're just looking?
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything you haven't seen yet.
Wait, no, sorry. I forgot to specify. I'm looking for the source of the evil.
Okay.
That's specifically what I'm looking at.
Looking with your eyes or looking with magic?
Feeling with my heart.
Feeling
Hope
with
this
your
helps.
heart. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Tarragon is going purely off of vibes.
I know, I'll allow it. There's a lot of vibes in this house, and Tarragon's pretty good at detecting those types of vibes. Like, that's what you are built for. You are built to detect vibes.
And we all know the most evil room is in the house is the living room, always.
Yeah.
No, it's a carpeted bathroom.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to have
Or
a
like
carpeted
the
say those
bathroom.
unfinished
words.
part of the basement.
There used to be a
Yeah.
carpeted
You know the
bathroom in
boiler
my
room?
house.
Oh, buddy. I think that explains something about you.
What the fuck do you mean
say
like
that.
that?
Say that
What?
you.
Yeah, you're dead, bro. You're dead. Genesis is dead.
No, you wouldn't do that. Hey, you wouldn't do that unless I
have
earned
Revivify.
it. See, this is why Athena still has Revivify, because you hate me.
Anyways, feeling the vibes. I'll let you do that because you got a 22.
Thank you.
You can feel that you are in the correct room. You can feel that although the feeling is stronger in this room, it is not concentrated on the room or the desk. Instead, that disturbance in the air is seeping out from under the bookshelf. With next to the one with the keyholes in it.
I see. This is where it lies. And I'm guessing at this point, the others come in.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then those two appear.
Yeah, and then these two chuckle fucks appear.
I would like
Yeah,
them
Tawny's
to
just
have
sort of
heard,
lingering by
and
the
this is
door.
where it lies.
You know where what lies?
Is the what?
The evil.
The
This
evil?
is where it comes from.
The evil. Is that the?
You saw my note, did you not?
Oh,
Evil
I
clings
saw
to
your
the
note.
child.
Oh, I
Evil
thought it
clings
was-
to the cat. Evil clings to the house. It is coming from down here. Behind this
Yeah.
bookshelf.
that makes sense because that's where that's where this child's. Okay. So once we open this door, we're going to where the evil is. If I'm
Yes.
understanding you correctly. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Are you okay? You seem a little bit frazzled.
I'm not. I'm not okay. I mean, I am frazzled and I'm not okay.
Do you want to talk about it, or would you just like to take a break for a minute?
I'm going to step outside for a moment, I think.
Okay. All right.
And I lay a hand on the wall at this point and I say, I will return. Don't worry, I will not forsake my duty. But to be able to carry it out, I need some time. And then I walk wordlessly past the two and then through out of the door.
All right.
It's the,
Okay.
it's for the
Alright.
time.
I know what you are.
You step outside and it's about 9 a.m.
Good
So
morning.
I sit down on like not the doorstep exactly, but like I'm guessing there's a place where there isn't sand that's between the the door into the actual house and where the corridor and stuff. I'm like there.
Yeah, there's that little hallway. The hallway goes front to
Yeah.
back of the house, so you'd be just, yeah, there's space there.
So I'm sat on like the edge of that.
Okay.
And
yeah.
if you want to focus on someone else for a bit, like that's fine, but I do have a thing that I want to do at some point. Yeah.
You can do your thing.
Okay, cool. I take my shield and I lay it upside down. So that it forms sort of like a tray to place food on. I prepare a meal for myself. I take the savory biscuits that I'm carrying. I take dried meats, some of the roasted nuts. I even treat myself to one of my scarce little packs of butter shortbread. Because I brought those because I like them and because they keep well. And as I set everything out, I say, Nameless, I am afraid. And I am angry. And I need guidance. And I don't know if you can hear me so far away, but if you can, then please let me know. Let me help. Oh, sorry, not let me help. Please help me. And as I finish setting up the food, I remove my helmet.
All right.
And I stare up at the sky. And then I close my eyes.
So, you tilt your head back and you look up, and you feel, first of all, that you are doing the right thing. And you feel that you have approval of what you are doing. And you feel that you need to continue, even though it will be tough. And you feel that you should trust your judgment and that it is okay to be scared, as long as you remember that you are strong and you are capable and you are smart. You can do this. You are reassured, or you get the sense that your God is reassuring you because your God trusts you.
Thank you. I will see this through. I will make it to the city. And then there will not only be one of me. And with tears rolling down my cheeks, I begin to eat my meal.
Okay. As you are finishing up your meal, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. Something approaching. Something that, as it gets closer, you realize is a person. Or, more accurately, a Kenku. And you watch as this person notices you there, and they stop, and they jump up and down a couple of times, and even from this distance you hear a great cacophonous rattle, and then they start running towards the house.
Yeah, that's
last of-
understandable.
Yeah.
I stuff the last of my food directly into my face and
Yum.
then pack things away and stand up, ready to receive this. And I also put my helmet back on.
And
Yeah.
running towards you, as she gets closer, you see this short magpie Kenku
that's
dressed
good.
in a very plain blue tunic with a little shoulder guard, and yeah, she is running at you. She has a big bag, a very big bag on, that rattles as she moves, and as she gets closer you can see it glinting in the light. It is absolutely full of shiny things. And she runs over and she goes, "Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Hello! Who are
Hello.
you?"
My name is Tarragon.
Tarragon,
and I
Tarragon.
believe
Nice to
yours
meet
is
you.
Maggie.
Yes! Yes! How did you know my name? How did you know my name?
I spoke to your friend Gemstone.
Oh my goodness! No, absolutely no! You must be lying to me. You should not lie to me like this. Terrible, terrible things happened here. You shouldn't. What are you doing? You shouldn't be here. And
I know.
there's a picture of Maggie in the VC.
Oh.
Hi, Maggie.
Oh, friend's name of Maggie. I love
her.
Maggie. I think for a moment and I say, all I can do is invite you inside to see things for yourself.
Oh, I haven't set foot inside this house in so long. It's cursed. Did you not know? It is cursed.
I know now. If you do not want to set foot inside, that is okay. I have no way of proving to you what I have seen and what I have heard. Would you like me to tell you what I know?
Well, I think I could. I'm. You look incredibly capable. I think I could possibly step inside. You certainly look incredibly strong, incredibly helpful. I'm sure you could be any type of curse. Yes. I wouldn't mind stepping inside.
Before you step inside, promise me one thing.
What?
Do not touch Gemstone.
What?
Promise.
Well, I suppose. Certainly. All right. If you say so. You seem like
And that is your promise?
You seem like you know what you're talking about. Yes, yes, I promise.
I do.
I promise I will not.
And Tarragon steps out of the doorway and motions for her to enter.
Maggie kind of trots inside the house. Her talons like clink against the floor, and you notice they've got little gold casings on them. And who all is in the kitchen still? The kitchen dining room area still. Acacia,
Me, I assume.
and Athena,
Acacia,
and I
Athena,
assume-
and the kid.
and Tawny, I would assume.
Oh yeah, did Tawny walk back into the kitchen?
Yeah, they were lingering by the door, but when other people went in, they just slipped out and dipped.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. So Maggie trots into this room, and you guys see her. You probably heard the commotion outside.
Yeah.
And she looks around at you all, and her eyes linger on Tawny for a little bit longer, and she kind of gives you a nod and chirps. And then she kind of looks across, and her eyes land on the child, and she goes, "Oh, oh my goodness, oh." And the child lights up, not literally, but they sit up straight because they'd been sat on the floor with Acacia. They sit up straight, and they look around, and then they settle on where Maggie's voice came from, and they go, "Hello? Maggie? Is that you? Are you there?" And Maggie rushes forward.
Tarragon is right behind her and is going to grab her by the scruff.
she squawks and
Remember your promise. It is
yeah.
for your own safety.
Yeah, she squawks and her feathers like ruffle up, and she goes, I yes, of course. Oh, goodness. Yes, it's me. It's Maggie. It's been so long. What's going on here?" And she turns to look at Acacia and Athena.
Hello.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. You must be, pardon me, I don't know your name. But I am Acacia.
My name is Maggie. Yes.
I assume you know the child then.
Yes, but it's been so long.
Acacia's going to quietly kind of hold up the urn and before like gesturing to the child to basically be like, this is the situation.
You can see Maggie's heart break. You can see the moment she realizes, and she looks just for a brief second. She is so full of grief that it shows in her every fiber of her being is weeping. And then she collects herself and she goes, "Yes, yes, this is to be expected. This has been the state for a number of years. I'm sorry. I don't know why terribly unprofessional of me. I'm sorry."
It's quite all right. Take your time.
Maggie,
Yes?
when did you last eat?
What do you mean?
I meant, when did you last eat? When did you last have a meal?
When did I last have a meal? Ah, I I I don't know. I'm more of
Tarragon is already digging in its pack.
I'm more of a snacks person. I tend to just, I've got plenty of seeds and little pieces of things. I just tend to snack as I travel quite a lot. I go across the desert all the time. I always have, following the same path as always. Of course, the desert never used to be this big. I assume you are fully aware of that. Um,
Take this.
oh,
And it holds out a little pouch of dried fruits.
oh, thank you so much. And she bows her head to you before putting it in one of the pockets of her bag, not in the main section where all the noise is coming from, but in one of the side pockets. She goes,
Tarragon nods back.
thank you so much. I really appreciate this kindness.
It is the best I can do.
Thank you. Well, I'm not sure if I can offer much to you guys. Normally I bear trinkets, but I feel like this is not quite the situation. And the child perks up again, and they go, "Oh, but you have your trinkets, don't you? It's been so long. Maggie, can I have another charm for my bracelet? Pretty please. I don't think I have anything to trade, but but I can pay you back."
I have gold. I'll cover it.
Maggie, she shakes her head and she goes, "No, no, it's okay. I actually picked up something specifically for you." And she flips her bag off her shoulder, puts it on the floor with a big thunk, and and then puts her arm in, and it goes up to her shoulder almost. She sticks her arm in and rummages around for a little bit before she makes this little triumphant noise and pulls out a very small charm like the ones I previously described on the child's bracelet. A very small charm that is shaped like a feather. And she goes, I found this. It's shaped like a feather. I thought maybe it would help you if when I am away, because I travel so much, and I know you said you missed me, and well, I can't really do much about that, but I found this feather, and I thought you would like it." And she kind of looks back at Tarragon a little wary, and she then takes a tentative step towards the child, holding this charm out in her hand. She's kind of looking to see if Tarragon's going to grab her again.
Doesn't,
Okay.
but it does hold up a hand in warning and says, "Careful how you hand it over."
Yes, I will. And she holds her palm out to the child, and the child is looking at the charm, and they go, "It's so shiny. Thank you, Maggie." And they reach and they take their hand closes around the charm and goes into Maggie's hand a little bit.
Uh-oh.
But Maggie,
There's-
As soon as Tarragon sees that happen, which, like, it said, "Be careful how you hand it over," and that was not being careful how you hand it over, it is going to grab again.
But Maggie
Get
seems
grabbed.
completely undeterred. She does not react at all to the child, other than tilting her head and going, "Yes, it's very beautiful, isn't it?"
Tarragon lets go and just like absolutely massive sigh of relief and leans back against the wall.
And the child clips the charm on the bracelet and goes back to just happily sitting on the floor with Acacia. And Maggie kind of glances between the three of you here, and she go, 3, 4? 4 of you here. Acacia, Tarragon, Athena, and Tawny. Yes. 4 of you
Yeah,
here. She glances between the 4 of you and goes... she lowers her voice a little bit, glancing over to make sure the child is mostly paying attention to Acacia. And she goes, "I think I can help you in your quest. Well, I have helped people before. I I I I don't feel good about it because I never saw those people again. But the desert is very big, you know. The desert is very big, and it wasn't always this big, so there's no maps that cover it. So I can help you. It's very simple. You just have to keep going forwards. You just have to keep going forwards, and you will get there."
Get where?
To the end. To the end of the desert. That's where you're trying to go, isn't it? You're trying to leave.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you're trying to leave, aren't you?
We all have business in the city, I believe.
Yes. So you just have to keep moving forwards, and I know the house will not let you, and that is, you just have to trust that that is part of it. The house will keep you as much as it needs to, but it doesn't need to keep you forever, and it never does. And
I
you,
trust the house.
of course, yes, and
And I trust you, Maggie.
oh, well, thank you. I I don't know if I am doing the right thing, but I am trying my best, and
That's enough.
you just have to keep going forwards, and eventually it may feel like you are not making progress, but you are. You always are. Every step is making progress. It is all progress. You just have to trust it.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
I will
And
not forget this. You have given me hope.
I I really hope that, well, I couldn't hope that you would come and see me again, because that may be a death sentence, but I am in the city sometimes. So if you make it to the city, and if I make it to the city, maybe we'll see each other around. Maybe I will set up a shop. Maybe I will set up a shop in the city, and I don't have to worry about the desert anymore. No more sand. No, it's awful to clean up my feathers. No more sand. No more desert. I will go to the city, and And so will you. You guys will all go to the city. You will all make it to the city, and everything will be fine. I, I have to leave now.
I'll see you in the city, Maggie.
I'll see you in the city. And she picks up her bag, and she walks out the door.
I wanted to talk to her.
I'm sorry. You'll have to get to the city.
This is what we get for being in the other fucking room. Yeah.
Speaking of the other room, what have you guys been up to?
What have we been up to?
Say,
Yeah,
like,
Genesis,
in
what
my-
are we gonna do?
I'm gonna kick your dead.
With what? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I'm going to invent a leg. I'm gonna buy a prosthetic leg just to kick you to death with.
I
And
deserve
I'm
that
gonna
one.
beat you to fucking death.
Anyways.
Buy a prosthetic leg to hit you with.
Leave this in.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh
Editor
god,
Mikey,
don't.
leave this bit in.
Hi, Editor Mikey, my friend Editor Mikey.
Hi.
Editor
Hi,
Mikey,
Editor Mikey,
save
I
me.
love you.
Save me,
Hi,
Editor
Editor
Mikey.
Mikey.
Anyways, what have we been doing?
What have you
Okay,
guys
in
been
my
doing?
brain, like after you know Tarragon and Tawny left, I think like Genesis kind of like looked at Ellie, and kind of in an attempt to steer the conversation, like you can tell that Genesis is starting this conversation as a distraction from everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Genesis asks, "So you said you had what, 10 other siblings?"
Well, this is not me, Dionysus stalling. I have 6 siblings and then 4 half siblings.
Oh, okay.
Hey, out of character. I want Athena to have heard that because Athena will have opinions about that. Can I say that I was
Athena's-
wandering into the other room to
Yeah.
talk to Genesis?
Yeah, you can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 6
And just
siblings
sort
and then
of
I
be-
have
yeah.
then I have 4 half siblings. So, yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you talk to them much anymore?
No.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. You have, like, a lot of them. It's reasonable to not be able to keep in touch with all of them.
Oh
you
no,
know?
we all lived in the same house.
Oh. So
It's
you
just that
moved
I'm-
out, or?
Yeah, I'm going into the city now. So,
Oh, so did you just leave home, or?
yeah.
Oh. Well, good luck. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're going into the city and you're going to meet your business partner. Was he a friend of your family, or?
Not exactly. He was more a friend of mine. We've known each other for a very long time, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And did he go ahead of you? I'm just wondering why you guys aren't traveling together.
He sort of is going ahead of me in a way. He's waiting for me in the city. And then we're going to meet up there and then yes.
Permission to roll perception for Tarragon to have heard that.
I was going to roll insight on that one.
Oh, you guys can both do that. You guys
Can I
leave me
also
like
roll insight? Because
Permission,
I'm just
permission
sort of
to roll
standing
perception
quietly.
and then roll insight.
You can only roll insight if you succeed
Perceive
on
it.
your perception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6. I don't see shit.
Hold on.
You believe me?
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you
I got
can-
a
So I roll insight
16
now.
insight.
16 insight. It's up to Dionysus for the insights.
Okay. Wait, so Ren, are you gonna roll insight because you rolled perception?
Yeah, you succeed your perception.
Yeah,
so
I rolled a
roll
5 on insight. Fuck me.
You don't know shit.
So you heard me. You heard me. I'm telling the truth. Anyway, Val, Ellie is saying, you know, like, it's not technically a lie. You know what I mean? It's not what
Yeah.
you don't. it's not technically a lie, but you think that there's definitely a bigger picture here that Ellie's just not elaborating on. Like there's a lot of details that she's probably leaving out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is kind of like not. I've only ever been an only child, so I'm just not used to people having that many siblings. That's really interesting. And also,
Yeah.
do you think maybe you could introduce me to your business partner once we're in the city, maybe? If I'm not too busy with the wedding and stuff, of course.
Yeah, maybe like after the wedding, we could meet up and you could meet him. I don't know
Yeah.
if you I don't know. See, the thing is, I have to ask him if he would want to talk to you, and I can vouch for you, but he's very picky about who he does business with. So,
I mean, it's less of, doing business and more of just a casual conversation,
oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest. He's really like he's not. He's also picky about who he talks to socially. It's very.
Yeah.
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 We've known each other for a really long time, so if I put in a good word, that might sway him a little bit, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just...
Yeah?
I know I failed my insight. However, listening to all of this, it's impossible for Tarragon to not connect at least some dots.
I'll say
You've connected
because
the two dots?
Tarragon's been paying attention to Ellie this whole time, right? Tarragon's
Yeah.
been trying to connect the dots this whole time. I feel like you could possibly, even if you don't know the actual intentions, you'd probably go, I'm gonna note that down in my brain for later. I'm gonna add that to the things that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, like, +1 concern and suspicion points.
Yeah, Tarragon will remember this.
Tarragon will
Yeah.
remember this. Tarragon has not yet figured out exactly what's happening, but my god, does it have some suspicions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. It's just, my dad and my siblings and all my half siblings, they didn't really understand that I kind of wanted to do something bigger than just live at home and take care of the rest of the family. So
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that, yeah, that feeling of wanting to do something bigger,
mm-hmm.
Why do you make such a distinction between your siblings and your half siblings? You did not know I was here, by the way. Probably.
Oh, hi. Well, it's because that's what they are. They're my half siblings.
Athena just like, I don't know, blinks in confusion, or I don't know. I don't think Athena blinks.
We well,
tilts his head.
Well, we have the same father, but we don't have the same mother.
But that's still a sibling.
A half sibling, because that's how genetics work. There's only we only share half of, the thing. They're my half siblings. They are the children of my father's second and third wives.
Oh, I see.
You see what?
No, I'd also kind of wondered about the distinction, but I didn't want to ask, but now that you've clarified it, that makes sense.
No, it's fine. He got remarried. It's fine.
Yeah, I figured.
First one was my mom, obviously. Second one didn't work out. But he still keeps in contact with her because, 3 of our kids live in his house. And the last one he's still married to right now. So.
Gotcha, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry if this is an insensitive comment, but the custody agreement must be insane.
The what?
The custody agreement must be crazy. It's...
What do you...
So you know what a custody agreement is, or no?
No.
Okay, so a custody agreement, typically when two parents live inside the same or separate into different houses, especially when there's multiple kids involved, there's a process of figuring out which parent is technically still in charge of or taking care of a specific child. And sometimes both parents can take care of the same kid, but only at certain times. Dude, my parents' custody agreement was a fucking nightmare. I don't wish that
Kerrigan knocks
on
on the door
anybody.
frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand this is a very important conversation for the both of you, but we need to get going. Can we talk about this on the road?
Okay. Did
we're,
something
uh,
happen?
Going?
We're
Yes,
going.
something happened. We need to go, and we will return the same way as we did before.
All right,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I really didn't want to interrupt you, but
It's okay.
I could
we'll
feel
try.
myself steadily losing my mind.
I can explain what a custody agreement is on the road. It's not going anywhere. Did something happen or?
Yes, but you finish your conversation about custody agreements, and then I will explain. But
Okay.
let's
Well,
walk
we
while we
can-
do
we
it.
Let's
can
start
walk, we can
walking.
go.
I'll finish custody
walk.
agreements and then you can explain.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Question.
Yeah.
Should we bring the urn?
I
Because,
don't
like, I don't think
that.
Acacia would be comfortable leaving the kid.
Yeah, I was thinking that we could take the kid with us because
Because we're gonna end back up at the house.
we
right?
are gonna end
So,
back
like-
up at the house, but what if it's not the same house and what if the kid gets trapped up in the attic again?
Worst case, we duplicate the kid.
That's bad!
That's bad.
That's a
Double
pretty
the
bad
kid.
worst
Yes.
case!
Next house. Double the kid and pass the
No, we
next
didn't.
house.
Wait, we did not duplicate the cat.
That's
You
think
didn't
true.
it's
duplicate
fine.
the cat, but the cat's alive!
I was about to make that point.
And the
yeah.
cat's not bound to an object.
That you know of. That was
That we
nothing.
know of.
That was nothing.
That we know of.
No.
That we know
I-
of, yeah.
The cat is wearing a collar.
Yeah, I'm bringing the urn.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I assume same as before. You will put things back neat and tidy the way you did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you step outside and you walk a couple of paces, and then first of all, it is 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
It's hot as hell outside.
Yeah. You walk a
Kerrigan is not having a good time in all that armor.
you walk a couple of paces, and Acacia, you realize the child is not following you. You are still holding the urn, but you turn around to look, and the child is stood on the doorstep, and they are in pain.
Okay, I'm taking it back.
So the
Good
I'm
choice.
gonna.
kid can't leave
I'm
the
gonna.
house.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what we call in the business a pro gamer move. No, I'm taking the urn upstairs and I'm gonna tuck it into the corresponding bed.
Hold on. Can I do a really bad... Can I do something that's a really bad idea?
You can try.
Please.
Before you do any of that, I see this kid in pain, and Athena instinctively casts Cure Wounds, which is a touch spell. I want to make the wisdom saving throw, Bug.
Okay, make a wisdom save.
You can't even be doing this. You can't even be doing this.
Oh my god.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm a cleric. I'm good at those, right?
I mean, so am I, but we all saw what happened.
I have a +7.
Me?
That is a 13 plus 7.
20,
Dirty
30,
20.
20.
20.
Fuck all happens and the spell
Dirty.
does nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go tuck the
Sorry,
urn in.
I tried my best.
You
It's
go
okay.
tuck the urn in. The child goes, "What's happening? It's warm.
It's time to go to. It's time to go to bed.
Will you read me a story?"
Yes. What's your favorite story?
I like the one about the princess and the bird, 'cause it makes me think of Maggie.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
Is that one of the books that's like near the
It
bed?
was in the other child's room,
Okay.
but it
I'm
is
gonna go.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go grab that, and then Acacia is going to read the book.
Okay. You read the story, and the child doesn't go to sleep, but they settle
For obvious
down,
reasons.
and they seem
Yeah.
to be drifting.
Okay.
They're content to just sit there.
Okay. I assume the cat's gonna stay with the child.
Yes, the cat has curled up on the child's lap.
Oh.
Acacia's gonna give the cat a little pat on the head and just say, "Keep them safe."
Okay. And then you
And
guys head on
yeah.
out. Perfect.
If any of you, Tarragon, want to yell at me for trying to touch this kid, you can do that. I don't think Athena even realized that there was problems with that.
Again, makes a slightly strangled noise but says nothing.
Sort of there, following along.
Ooh.
They've sort of been keeping some distance between themselves and the kid.
Okay, so
They're drifting closer to the group now that the kid's stuck behind at the house.
perfect. Right, so you guys head on out into the desert, and just the same as before, you are walking. I assume throughout this time, Genesis explains what a custody agreement is to Ellie, and Tarragon explains that Maggie was there and shit's fucked.
Shit's fucked.
And you are walking for a little bit longer. You can't really tell if you're walking for the same amount of time as you were before, but that's fine. And then the house appears again in the distance, and I assume, without hesitation, you approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the only way out is to keep moving forward. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Then that's what we'll do.
Are we going back in the house, or?
I can only assume so if that's.
I mean, yeah, we gotta
we'll-
find that. I assume the final key's gonna be in there, and then we're gonna go see the root of all the evil, and then we're gonna be like, oh fuck, it's the evil. What are we gonna do, guys? And then we'll.
And then we're going to
What we will
probably
do
die.
Well,
is
you
we will
don't have to
cleanse
go
the
in the
evil.
basement.
It's. I
We are
mean.
we are going to fix it. There is no other option. I am not letting you die. I am not letting this win.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're defeating the evil. We're going to go in there and we're going to defeat the evil, and then we're going to leave. Because
Yeah,
that's the
Maybe
only...
if we defeat the evil, it'll help the kid.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but also, but wait. It's so what
The
did
root
the root? Yes, the root.
the root of the evil lies behind the bookcase.
Okay, the
If
root of the
we
evil's behind the book.
defeat the evil, if we cleanse the evil, however you want to put it, if we uproot that, the evil that clings to the child and to the house will hopefully dissipate. That's
Okay,
my
but
theory, at least.
okay, but you said that Maggie could go wherever without defeating the evil. You said that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, to be clear, I will go with you and I will help you. I just want to make sure that we keep this in mind in case if anything happens and we get in too deep, we know that we have other options.
Do we?
Yeah. You always have another option. There's no way that there's an absolute roadblock. There's no way to absolutely get stuck. There's always a way to make some progress, and there's always a way to figure out more things.
I couldn't agree
And
more.
that is precisely why the house wants you. Because you think like that. You see the world in the way that you do. You are a problem solver. You are an inventor. Maggie is a trader. As good a person as she is not you. She is not us. She would not be able to help in the way that we can. That is why we are here.
Which is why I don't think we have other options. The house doesn't want Maggie, the house wants us. Which means if we end up in too deep, we won't be able to leave like she does. I don't think. We haven't been able to yet.
If you want to leave, I can talk to the house. And I can see what I can do for you. The offer is open.
I don't want to leave without Genesis.
Well, I'd like to stay. Okay, so... Alright.
Charles would never forgive me. I did sending. He told me to stay with you.
You did a sending to Charles? Oh, fuck. You did a... What did you tell Charles?
We found a house, and it's fucked up, and that if we don't make it to the wedding, that's why.
Oh,
Arrogant is trying the donut, by the way.
When we get to the venue, Charles is gonna strangle me to death.
Can I watch that?
Yeah, you know what? You can be my plus one, and you can be my witness. You can be the person to pronounce me dead. Do you want to be my plus one,
Watching someone be
Ellie?
strangled to death isn't fun.
Sure.
Why would you want to watch that?
Are you sure about inviting someone to Charles's wedding without Charles doesn't even know Ellie?
I guess that's true, but also he knows about my taste in people. He knows that I wouldn't invite someone if I didn't want them to be there, you know?
Genesis, what are you trying to say?
Oh!
Okay, let's stop flirting and get to the root of the evil, shall we?
Yeah, I am grabbing Ellie by the back of her denim jacket and I am dragging her towards the door. You opened it before.
Right?
Open it now.
Alright.
We do not have time to waste.
Okay, the door swings open, just as before. The house is the same. Reset.
Athena, Aeroace, can we stop flirting and get to the root of the evil?
Yeah. Genesis rolls after and is laughing their fucking ass off and is like, okay, Tarragon, I promise, no more distractions. I will not be distracting this anymore. We'll figure out the root of the evil, I promise. I won't distract you anymore.
And Tarragon smiles and says, I am glad you can do things to keep your spirits up in situations like this. I appreciate
that he prepared silence.
I appreciate
I cast
your
spell
dedication.
of shut the fuck up.
I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I appreciate your dedication to this, and I appreciate that you are focusing now. But I am glad that you can find humor in times like this, because it is important. Because that is hope.
Yeah, you know, in difficult situations, if you let yourself give into despair, and if you let yourself get into sadness, it'll weigh you down and it'll stick to the bottom of your shoe like stepping in something nasty. And the only way out is to not let yourself get stuck. You know?
That's the plot of My Little Pony.
What?
No, the worst part is it is. That is actually said 100% in character as Acacia just walks by, just mumbles that under their breath, and fails to elaborate.
You know what?
I don't want to talk about My Little Pony.
After we're done here, I have so many questions for all of you, and you're gonna answer them. But first, we gotta figure out what's behind bookshelf number 1.
The only bookshelf. Let's do it.
Several bookshelves.
Yeah, I knocked on the door, Bug. Did you hear me knock on the door?
Yeah, I said you guys go. The door
stoner.
opens.
We
You
go
guys
in.
go in.
What's
It's the same.
book that we haven't looked in?
Travel.
Yes,
The
the butterfly one.
rose.
No, butterfly
Butterfly.
rose was the previous one.
I would like to look in the butterfly book.
I am raising my hand.
Yes.
Tarragon turns to Ellie and goes, Ellie, would you mind coming upstairs with me? I want to do a quick sweep of the rooms. Just to make sure things aren't out of place.
Ellie knows exactly what you're trying to do and says, okay.
Yeah. And Tarragon is fully aware that Ellie is going to catch up onto that immediately, but yeah.
Acacia's gonna follow after you guys, not because they give a single shit about your business, but they just want to see if the
To go
kids
get the kid.
is
Yeah.
around.
All
Yeah.
right. So we'll do that bit first. Okay. So Acacia, you step into the yellow room, and the child is sat on the bed with the cat in their lap. The cat perks up when you enter, and tilts its head
Okay.
at you, and you can hear it purring.
Acacia's gonna just like sit on the bed with the kid and like just probably just talk to them and ask them like about like their favorite storybooks and stuff.
Okay. I will say the child does not remember you at first,
Okay.
but is very receptive to the conversation, and talking about storybooks is very easy, and there are actually no moments where their memory falters. You hold, other than having to reintroduce yourself at the beginning, you hold a full conversation about storybooks. You can just
Okay.
continue that. Ellie and Tarragon.
Ah ha ha ha.
So I essentially I let Acacia be in the yellow child's room, and I kind of lead Ellie into the room that we looked in first. The one that was open, the one that we had
That's the master
Master
bedroom.
found the
bedroom.
box and stuff. The master bedroom, yeah. That's the word for it. I'd forgotten. And inside, I turn and look at Ellie, and I say, I thought of how to word the question.
All right.
Your business partner,
Mm-hmm.
does he treat you well?
Yes.
What sort of business do you do?
Well, I haven't really, truth be told, I haven't done anything yet. Because I haven't gotten to the city yet. But once we get to the city, everything will be figured out. We've been talking about it for a long time, but talking about something and doing something aren't really the same.
No, they're not. Can you tell me about what you will be doing?
We're going to be starting an organization for like minded individuals to live however they see fit. A
And
community
none
project.
of those words mean anything without context. I would like context if you are willing and able to provide it.
Context. Well,
And if
nothing's
you want
happened.
context from me, you may have it.
It's so hard explaining this to someone who doesn't understand.
I am worried that I may understand more than you think.
We are. Him and I are of similar minds that people like us, people who go against the grain, as it were, need a place where we can share ideas. Ideas of how the world should be, in spite of the way that it is.
How do you think the world should be, Ellie?
That's a good question.
It's an important one. If your plan is to talk about how the world should be, and talking very often leads to doing.
I want the world to be a place where everyone is recognized as the individuals that they are and how unique they are in the context of the world, where everyone is valued for what they have to say and what they bring to the table. My business partner agrees. He has lived in an oppressive environment himself, as I have. And all that we want is just a little place where we can just have enough room to breathe and to talk things out. I don't think we're asking for very much, but I understand that new ideas can seem very scary to some people who benefit from the way that the world is right now. But I intend to change that, at least a little. I don't want to usher in a new world order or anything. I just want to have my cake and eat it too.
I want to change the world too. I look at the world and I see the world with light and warmth, but not everywhere. And there are people in this world whose lives have less light and warmth than they should have. I am going to the city to find people who believe in the same thing as I do. And I am not going to call this a business partner. I am not going to call my god a business partner, but you understand where I am coming from, Ellie. We are telling the same story to each other. My quote unquote business partner is a god. It is a forgotten god. It does not have a name anymore. It was struck from the annals of history because people misunderstood it. And I was lucky. And I know that there are people who are unlucky. And Ellie, I fear for you.
Well, I think the main difference in you and I is that there's a sort of power imbalance going on with you, but I have known this person for a very, very long time. He listens to what I have to say. And I've told him that there are things that I'm not willing to do. And he has listened. And he has suggested solutions. If anyone's running this organization, really, it's me. But I like to let him think he has maybe a bit more sway over me than he actually has.
I would like to meet your business partner at some point. I know I do not like eavesdropping, but I was stood in the doorway waiting for an opportune point to interrupt, and there wasn't one. But I heard you say that he is picky. I do not care. I wish to meet him.
You seem very dead set on this.
I am.
Well, I don't know what's gonna happen down there in the basement. But you could have a little conversation right now, maybe, if he has the time.
I see. Well, I would like to, if he has the time.
I'm sorry, I've never done this in front of another person before. Vizen? Are you there? I have a friend who would like to meet you. It just wants to talk to you for... We're on a bit of a schedule, so if you could just spare 5 minutes, that would be amazing.
You are knocking on a door, and there is no answer.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait until we get into the city. That sucks.
Oh well. It would have been nice, but we have a task at hand, and Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
I do not intend to let you die in there. I do not intend to let anyone die in there. But it bears repeating.
Right. Of course. I don't like talking about people behind their back, but do you think that I offended Athena with the way I spoke about my family? I don't know much about Furbolg.
I don't either.
It
I
seemed that he was concerned about the way I was speaking about my half siblings and my siblings. So I'm
I
sorry.
don't think he was.
This has nothing to do with anything. I'm just.
No, I understand. I don't think he was particularly happy with it, but if it helps, I don't really see what. I mean, I see the logic in what both of you were saying, but I don't think you said anything wrong per se. I just think that perhaps after we deal with whatever lies in the basement, you two could talk it out, make sure that you both understand each other and
Of
what you were
course.
trying to say.
Of course. Yes. Again, sorry. This was out of left field, as it were. It had been bothering me, and I don't want any ill will between any of us. You know.
Me neither. I'm glad you brought it up, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing.
Yes.
You said that it sounded as if there was a power imbalance between me and my god. And there is. And there is no way to really change that without sort of destroying the fabric of my body already more than it has already been destroyed, which I would like to avoid, but it is kind and it is gentle with me. And I know that I could be lied to about this, but I am not being lied to.
That's good to hear. It's a real shame that you didn't get to speak to Baizen, but there'll be time, I suppose.
We'll have time.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's get to the root of all evil.
As is my duty. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys head back downstairs. Acacia, are you going to go back downstairs?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I will.
Are you leaving the child and the cat behind?
I think I'll ask if the kid wants to come with. Like, I'll just say, do you want to be left alone or do you want to come with us?
With you? Where are you going?
We're just going downstairs.
Downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Just downstairs?
Yes.
Why do you sound scared?
Because I don't want anything happening to you.
But I'm very safe here. 'Cause you've been
You
keeping
are.
me safe.
That's right. You're right. I don't have anything to worry about.
I think I would like to stay here. It's very warm. I was cold
Okay.
for a very long time, but now I'm warm.
Your cat, does he have a name?
And it seems like they did not hear you.
Okay. Well, I will be up again very soon. And remember, you will not be alone. Your cat is here with you and he will keep you very safe. If anything happens, I will be up to help you so quickly.
Thank you, Acacia.
Yeah, anytime, kid.
And yeah, so they settle back in. Acacia, Tarragon, and Ellie, you guys head on back downstairs to the living room where everybody is gathered. Who got the key out the book?
Athena
I think that
did.
was Athena.
Athena was going for the book. Yep, you found the key. You got it. It's in there. You now have all 3 keys. Athena has 1, Genesis has the other 2.
I'll give
Yeah.
mine to Genesis.
Okay. Like, I think Genesis will very intentionally wait until, like, all three of them come back downstairs. Genesis, like, takes a deep breath and goes, "Alright, guys, and before we go into the, root of all evil, any regrets, last words that you'd like to be on the record?"
I regret. I regret putting my cold feet on my sister while we were both asleep.
Yeah,
That's what I
that'll do
regret.
it.
That's my major
Weird
regret.
confession, but I don't think that's a regret. That's just a funny thing.
It's the only thing I regret. I've made every other right choice in life.
Now that's the spirit.
I have
Yeah.
one.
What's your regret?
I am Athena of the Alakineth Enclave, and if I die here, I regret that I was not back there to save them. If it matters. Hopefully it won't.
Save. Who? Just. Like. Is everything okay over there?
It's complicated.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Acacia, any regrets?
I do not intend to die here. However, if I do, I have the perfect amount of money in my pocket and a note with the name of a toy, and I need you to send it to my daughter. It's her birthday, and it'll be her birthday soon. And I can't let her down in more ways than one.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to do that. Okay. Tawny, any regrets or?
I'll to regret. This life sucks anyway.
That's very true. That's very true. Tarragon?
No regrets. Only a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone hungry?
You know what? I could eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
Tarragon
before it
takes
gets-
out.
Okay. Alright.
Wait.
Well, I'm not gonna die here either, but in case I do, I guess my only regret is getting a really expensive gift for my best friend's wedding and then having it be wasted because I died here.
If you die and I survive, can I have it?
Can you give it to Athena or can you give it to Charles at least?
No!
Tarragon is
Okay,
handing out
fine,
shortbread, by the
fuck
way.
you, I guess I'll
Tarragon
have
hands
it.
out food to everybody.
Oh!
If
Yeah.
you try to take it
Specifically
and
the shortbread.
Specifically shortbread.
Yeah.
I would like to say for the record, Ellie, if Genesis dies and you take that thing and I still stand, you will not live to enjoy that thing.
Damn!
Now, the ancient evil's the one killing us, guys, not each other. Come on. If I
Come
die,
on.
none of you are going to kill each other.
Paragon, I have a question for you.
Ask away.
When we make it out of this, can I have your bread recipe? My daughter loves bread.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Well...
Alright. We've got last meals, we've got last words. Are we all ready?
Not last.
Well, preparations. Just in cases. We've got our just in case words and we have our just in case meal.
I will accept
Look, let's
this.
just go to hell already and get this over with.
Alright. If you say so.
You put the keys into the locks of the corresponding symbols, and you turn them, and the bookshelf door swings open to reveal a dim, spiraling ramp. Logically, it shouldn't fit within the space that contains it, but it does. It is there, in front of you.
Alright.
All right.
Genesis is gonna go down the ramp first.
Okay. You will start descending.
Hello, for the love of God. I'm so sorry, it wasn't
Hi.
picking up.
Hi.
I said, at least the road of all evil is wheelchair accessible.
So true.
Yeah. If it wasn't, I'd
Tawny
be
is
having
going to
so many
fly
angry phone
down.
calls directly to hell. Satan would be sick of my shit.
Tawny
Is
is
it-
going to fly down because fuck walking.
You can't do that.
Is
It's not tall
Oh.
enough.
Damn.
Is
You
it
try and fly and
dark?
whack your head.
I
Is it
I
dark?
am simply 2'3" tall. Is it not tall enough for that?
I mean, you could, but you would smack into everyone else in your party, and then probably eat shit because it's going downhill. But sure, you can fly down it if you very really want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
is the way down dark
It's dark.
or is it lit?
It's dark.
Okay, I'm gonna cast
Harrigan
light.
has a lantern.
Yeah, I'm casting light though, just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, Tarragon has a lantern. Tarragon, seeing Acacia cast light, is not going to light the lantern. Instead, it is going to hold its fang in one hand as it walks down,
Acacia,
shoulders set, staring
you
straight ahead.
cast light, and it lights up for a moment before going out.
You hate me? I'm a fucking light domain cleric and you hate me?
I would like to take out one of my torches and my tinderbox, and I would like to flinch and light it.
You light your torch, and it flares. It erupts into far more of a flame than it should,
I drop it.
and it goes out.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's
You weren't
alright.
expecting that to happen.
Tawny, you flew down the stairs
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah.
everyone else?
Yeah.
Down a spiral staircase? Impressive.
I mean, when you're that small and have that few shits to give, anything's possible.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, boys. Let's fuck this up big time. 15.
Okay. Eventually, you find yourself in an open room, but it is pitch black. You have no idea what is in here, but you know that it is an
Even
open
when
room.
I've got dark vision?
Oh, with dark vision. Interesting.
I have
Okay.
120 feet of dark vision.
You can see a room, but it's fuzzy. It is shifting as if it hasn't decided what it looks like. It makes your head hurt to look at. And everyone else, you would make it to the bottom of the stairs. If anyone else has dark vision, same description. If you don't have dark vision,
yeah.
it is pitch black. A thick,
I also do.
tangible darkness.
Hmm.
The air around you is cold and dusty.
I'd like to try to, hold on to whoever is convenient. Any suggestions?
Acacia will take Athena's hand.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty duo.
Just stick close.
Tarragon is holding the fang to its chest.
With those with dark vision, you would notice that there are some what is the word? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Sconces along the walls.
Scones. I love a
What's
good
a
scone.
sconce?
It's like
Candle
a
holders.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scones.
A sconce.
It's sconce time.
It's sconce in time.
It's
Yeah,
not a scone, it's a
a
scone.
sconce. Yes, there are a couple of sconces along the wall with candles in them, but unlit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, it's sconce, isn't it?
And we can't tell if there's anything else in the room. It's just like it's the room is still loading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you can't tell if there is anything else in the room. You can just feel that it is a room. It's big-ish. Maybe?
Does anyone see a way forward?
Do
Only
we-
way
Got a
forward
match?
is straight.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's oh.
We
We might have made it wheelchair accessible, but anything else?
I'm also not straight, so that's.
Yeah.
Before we go into the heart of darkness, anyone want to admit that they're queer?
Always. We got there.
Do we just stumble on forwards?
Yeah, I guess. We just keep going down this spiral staircase.
No, you're at the bottom of the staircase.
Fuck!
We
I'm
can't keep
so
going down the
infinite.
spiral staircase.
Let's pick a direction and go.
Maggie said forward, right?
Yes.
We go forward?
Then
something
we go
like-
forward.
Yep. That's all we
Yeah,
got.
man.
Can I
Which is
reach out
convenient
and
because
prod
forward
one
is
of
like
the
any direction that isn't back.
Right.
What were you saying, Tawny?
What were you saying?
Can I reach out and prod one of the walls to see how solid it is?
It's a stone wall.
Cool.
not red
It's just
wine.
deciding to be a bitch about being a stone wall.
Stone wall? Like the riots?
We're Stonewall. I don't know what these posers are.
It's not red wine.
Aragon is going to keep
Not red
walking.
wine.
We keep
Okay.
walking. Let's all walk through the darkness together.
Let's all stick together
Okay.
and let's all keep walking.
Who's at...
Bonnie is going to sit on someone's shoulders.
Okay, who is at the front of your marching order?
Genesis, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You're not going to eat shit then.
You wouldn't hurt a disabled person.
No, physically, you cannot in this situation. You are going forwards until you cannot because the wheels of your wheelchair hits a wooden crate.
There's a. Can I like reach out and like touch the crate and like move it a little bit?
Yes.
Chat and touch crate.
You can't be saying that.
No, that was good.
No,
Yeah,
that was
Genesis
quite
like kind of
good.
like pushes the crate aside so they can keep rolling.
You notice that there is an item on top of it.
Can I touch it? Can
Yes.
I look at it?
You reach out blindly and you eventually wrap your fingers around this small item and you pick it up and you realize that it is a box of matches.
Box of There was a box of matches on top of the crate. Okay.
Well, we probably should use it to light the sconces.
Oh
Yeah. If you could take care of that, Tawny, I'm gonna like offer the box of matches to Tawny. Use these matches, I
Yeah,
think.
sure. Yeah, sure. And Tawny's gonna go up and try and light the sconces with the matches.
Okay, you light one
I
scotch
guess these.
and every single sconce in the room lights up and the darkness is gone.
Oh, that's
Oh.
convenient.
That's good.
Interesting.
I was
What's in the
going to say
room?
these matches have a better chance of being able to light our way, and I was right. But at what cost?
Alright,
Mhm.
so the room is big and open, but it's difficult to tell quite how big it is, as the opposite walls seem unclear.
Mm-hmm.
The walls are grey stone, rough and cold to the touch, you would know. The ceiling is quite low. Ward and Tarragon, you'd probably be slightly hunched. You probably would have noticed that immediately.
Sorry,
upon
who's Ward?
Sorry, Athena.
Damn!
Damn.
Athena and Tarragon, you would be slightly hunched. You would have noticed that when you walked in. And there is horizontal support beams going across it, as well as a couple of vertical pillars. The horizontal beams have some bundles of herbs hanging from them, but they are strange and
I am going to inspect the herbs.
unfamiliar to most of you. There are...
I am going to inspect the herbs.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
There are tables and boxes around, like the one you had nudged. All of them have miscellaneous items atop them. Some candles, some chalk, some books, a lot of books. And yeah, a few other tools and things, but yes. What are you going to roll to look at the herbs?
Surely that's nature, right?
Oh. I mean, I have the same modifier for that and investigation. Look, okay, anything that involves looking at things apart from perception, I have a -2 modifier in, okay? So I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna roll investigation and not bitch
Would you
about
like guidance? I'll
it.
cast
Yeah, sure.
guidance on you.
Ren, you've gone...
Okay.
Your microphone went a bit weird when you did that. It was you leaning
That's
away.
because I was leaning
Oh,
over
okay,
the
cool.
floor.
I just wanted to make sure you...
Because I am rolling on the floor.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you're rolling
Yeah,
nature?
I can roll nature, yeah, it doesn't matter.
And also with guidance.
Guidance is 1d4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will roll both of those at the same time. Why not? I own a d4. So that is... Good fucking gracious. That is a 4.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Is
no.
it
Total?
possible that you only rolled the d4 and that you could just like? Is it possible that you accidentally only rolled a d4?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I
Total?
can't. Yes, total.
Oh,
Because I got a 2. I rolled a 4. I got a 2 on the guidance die, and I have a -2 to nature. So I rolled a 4.
it's not red wine.
It's not red
wine.
wine.
It's not red wine!
It's
Woo!
not red wine.
Whoa! If we die here, at least the bit was completed.
No, you have no idea what these herbs are. Absolutely not a fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
What do they smell like?
But you do know it's not red wine.
But you do know that.
Are you smelling the herb, or are you smelling good or evil?
Smell it.
Honestly, I'm smelling the herb.
Okay, you're smelling the
But
herb.
then I would... Then I may
priorities.
at some point want to try and smell good or evil.
Smelling the herb?
Yeah.
There's smoke in here.
Dusty. It smells dusty.
I move away from the herbs, and I just kind of let everybody else do some investigating now, because clearly my ass is not up for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone other than Tarragon and Tawny is going to get a bardic for investigation purposes, because I've still got 4 to burn through this.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That's crazy. I would
Sorry,
like
who all gets bardic inspiration?
everyone except Tawny and
Everyone that's
Tarragon.
not Tarragon or Tawny.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I need to.
And I can guidance anyone. That's a cantrip. I
That's
can
a
guidance any
D8
of
of...
you as long as you stick close enough to be in touch range. I believe it's touch range.
Yeah.
So
You
everyone
add a
other
D8
than
for
Tarragon
that.
and Tawny have little spectral feathers around, floating about them.
And what is bardic inspiration die? Is that 1/8? 1d8?
Yeah, 1d8 plus there's a thing in VC text that hopefully explains.
Yeah, you roll 2 and you choose whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you
So-
basically have bardic advantage.
Who's doing what
Advantage.
then? Who wants to do what?
You said that there were books or there were papers around.
Books and papers, yes.
I would like to look through the papers, and I guess somebody else can look through the books.
Okay.
I'll look through the books.
Looking through the papers, it's...
Should I roll investigation?
No. I'm just gonna tell you.
Thanks, boss.
It's written in front of you. I didn't make you guys roll to read the letters on the desk. This is the same type of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have.
So the papers seem to be some kind of almost a journal, more documenting notes on the process of learning magic and learning half of it is documenting the process of learning this magic, and half of it is like this almost crazed rambling about the end, about the city crumbling to dust and having to find a way to protect the writer's house. And you were part of the group looking at things on the desk, weren't you? No, you weren't. You went upstairs.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Fuck you then.
Fuck me. I'll go fuck myself.
Nah, I'd assume when you got told everything, you got shown the things on the desk, the information was passed along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the same handwriting as the half-written letter on the desk that was being written by Rory.
Okay.
That bitch ass motherfucking idiot.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here about, I suppose, apocalypse events, the city crumbling, needing to protect the house. If I had to guess, maybe this place is some sort of time capsule. Maybe that's why time is weird here. Maybe the person thought that if the house wasn't moving at the same speed as the rest of the world, maybe they could find out a way to stop whatever was happening. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Can I look at the books?
Yes, you can. Also,
Investigation?
I have to see something real quick.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just looking at passive perceptions. Who has the highest
I have a
passive perception?
16.
I think it is Genesis. No,
I've
it's
got an 18.
Tawny. It is Tawny. Okay. Genesis.
Man, here I was looking at my 14 and thinking that was impressive.
Genesis.
I've got expertise.
Yeah. Genesis, you are looking at the books.
Yes.
They are... Every single book in this room is about magic.
So this is where the magicker is.
What?
Nothing.
Don't say that.
This is
Do
what
you
the
really
funny
want
word
that?
magic man is. That was not in character. That was me, Hermes.
Yeah, that was out of character as well. What?
I don't wanna talk about the magicker with you.
All right, maybe I'll talk about it to Ellie. I don't know.
See, now that I know it's not in character, I'm like, okay, the magicker, I understand. I was just like, do you really want those to be your last words?
No.
Okay.
Genesis
Okay.
would not
So,
fucking say that.
yeah.
Me when I don't have any content.
So, yeah, every book in this
Tell
room
me later.
is about magic.
Okay. Is there like any like specific like genre of magic that they're looking in? Like, I don't know, protection magic or evocation or
Summoning.
oh, they're all about summoning.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. And Tawny, your passive
Hey
perception,
there.
you notice something on the ground. At your feet, in the center of the room, there is a circle drawn in chalk. It has been partially. Well, it isn't complete, and you can tell just from looking that the way that it is smudged, it has been hastily wiped away. There are some piles of ash in a few places, varying sizes around it, and it is a circle of chalk with various other markings around it.
Tawny's going to point that out and then just sort of fly in to look at it.
And Genesis,
Yeah.
as soon as you lay eyes on this circle on the floor, you see one of the books that you were about to look at next is open on a page that shows a very similar circle.
Oh. Can I touch the book? Can I pick up the book?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Is there a description of what the circle does?
It is a summoning circle to summon some kind of demon. You notice, strangely, that the name of the demon is unreadable to you. Not just that you don't understand the language, but you can't read it. You cannot read the name.
I cannot know what this guy's name is, just like I can't. Oh,
But
fuck.
you can see that all of the ingredients necessary to summon this are within this room. You would only need to complete the circle.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Ellie with this, and I'm going to say very quietly, and I'm going to point this out to Ellie, and I'm going to say, we can summon this thing. We can summon this something.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that if we maybe the problem is that the ritual hasn't been completed? Maybe if we summon it and then say, hey, the people who want you aren't here anymore. You think that'll fly?
Not how demons work.
I don't
But
fucking know how demons work.
Neither
do
do
we
I,
have
but that's
that
not how demons work.
I am
know?
raising my hand.
Going on.
Yeah.
Go on.
I would like to use the ability Divine Sense. And I watch for the smoke.
The room is full of this smoke. It is drifting around as if it is trying to find a way out. And you notice now, looking at the direction that the smoke is going, that the the ramp that you came down to get in is no longer there. The wall is blank, and the smoke curls around the room like a wounded animal trying to get out of a trap.
What was brought here is trapped here.
So if we find a way to let it go, this place will let us go.
I have
Is
a
what
question
I'm-
before we do that.
Go on.
And I am going to close my eyes and hold my hands out to the smoke, and I say, are you what has been speaking to me? Are you the house? Or are you something else?
Tarragon, how open are you to things talking in your mind?
Very. I'm used to it.
Yes. Please. I need your help.
Will completing this circle open the way for you?
Yes. Please.
And where will you go?
Away from here.
Then I will assist you. I will help you.
Thank you.
And I look for something that can be used to complete the circle.
Awesome.
I imagine there's chalk here.
There was chalk, I did
Yeah.
say, on top of one
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
boxes there
Yeah,
was some
I'll
chalk.
say
My
that
ass is
like
unobserved, sorry.
Genesis like actively once Tarragon like starts looking for stuff, Genesis will like say the list of ingredients and like point out where they are.
Ah,
Yeah, Tawny will help
yes.
gather things as well.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
And Tarragon takes the chalk and says, does anybody else have a particular wish to do this? Or may I?
I'll do it. You
No.
should do it.
Wait, before we do, what's gonna happen to the child?
I imagine that.
I don't know, fuck that kid.
What the fuck is wrong
What
with you?
the fuck is your
Tawny.
problem, dude?
Tawny?
That's just.
Tawny,
that's
save it.
you.
Okay.
We've come this far only to talk shit about. That was a child.
A
You
dead
do
child.
understand that was a. That's why I said was. That was a child.
Still
Yeah,
is.
so what? So many things were children.
Tawny, save it.
Okay.
Bitch
If
all you
I'm-
want later.
If I may throw my 2 copper in on what I think is going to happen here, I think that maybe, hopefully, once this thing let goes of the house, the child spirit will be able to move on to wherever it was supposed to go.
And
That's
if it
what I
can't,
believe too.
Nice.
If it can't, then we can't take it out of the house, so I don't know.
Okay, Athena, you started saying something?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
w-
Let's.
I want to
Sorry,
do
I
this
have
now.
very many, I have very many, very mean things to say, and I think now is probably not the best time.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's all save it,
yeah.
and we can kick the shit out of each other, and we can beat the shit out of each other after this is over because we
Promise?
have a job to do. What? You want to kick my ass? Is that what you want to do?
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Thank you.
Flirt later. We are
And
Yeah.
we're
busy.
not flirting. How is all right? Let's just do this
Okay,
and then we'll
let's-
leave.
Let's
Oh, okay.
focus, and then we'll go. All right, Tarragon, I think you should complete the circle. I
Okay.
trust you. You seem like the smartest guy here. All right?
If
That
Tarragon
is-
is going to complete the circle, I want everybody else to get behind me. While it has been acting trustworthy, I still don't want anything happening to you guys. Just stay behind
Okay.
me. Be safe. I
I
am
agree with
capable. Do
this.
not worry.
Okay.
I agree with
I'll-
this.
I'm also aware of the fact that I am one of the shortest people here, but bear
Yeah.
with me.
I mean, we'll at least get a nice clear view, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you're Tawny.
So, Tarragon, it is very easy for you to follow the instructions in this book. It is almost as if something is guiding your hand. You complete the circle. You put the necessary things around it. You say the words that the book tells you to say. And then the smoke starts to fill the room. And everyone can see this now. The smoke in the room, it retreats almost, pulling itself closer and closer to the circle, spinning like a tornado, until suddenly it vanishes. And in its place, you see a figure. This figure has pale white skin and long, straight white hair and two curling horns that brush against the ceiling as they have to stand slightly stooped. They are wrapped in red, draped fabric, and they have so many eyes. They look at you, and it is like they have taken an eye from 20 different animals spread across their face like a constellation. They have a scorpion tail and the wings of a vulture. Their skin is decorated with these dark tattoos and golden jewelry. And in the center of their chest, there is a hole. And I have sent a picture
Oh
in VC.
my
Yeah.
Cal Dega strike the fucking
You done
dead.
did it again! Cal, you done
Oh.
did it again!
This is
I
art
post
by
the
Cal
homophobic dog gift that
Caldega.
I do agree. Oh my god.
And
Oh.
they stand before you. And they go, "Hello. You are not meant to be here."
I know.
We know.
Yeah, I figured that one out a long time ago.
Sorry.
Where is Rory?
We don't know. One of his kids
Dead,
is,
probably.
One of his
He
kids is still here, even though they're
Shut up.
dead. Mm,
He didn't finish writing the letter.
yeah.
So whatever happened to him, he didn't finish writing the letter, which was important.
I have been so lonely. I have been here for so long. And they hold up their hands over the hole in their chest. And they curl in on themselves and they go, He stole from me. He stole from me and used me, and I want to go home.
And we wish you the best of luck.
Tarragon holds out The last of its shortbread. I do not know how much it will do. But I wish for you to take it.
They look at you, visibly startled, and they reach out. And I have a very important question for you, Tarragon.
Fuck.
Does your hand cross the circle?
You know what? I have a question for you. Will this kill Tarragon?
No.
Then yes.
They smile and they reach out and they take the shortbread from your fingers and they look at you with all of their eyes and they go, "Thank you. You have been so kind. You are so kind and so good. Will you help me?" Please.
If I can.
I have been so lonely. I just need one thing. And they gesture to the hole in their chest and they go, "Will you get me my heart back?"
I swear, with everything that I have, that I will do my very best. I will stop short of nothing.
And they point to the other side of the room, not behind the group, but almost the other perpendicular wall, and they go, "There is no need for you to vow that much, brave one. It is simply through there. Rory was a fraud. He stole from me and kept it within reach." And you see a door has opened.
I will rectify this cruelty. And I turn and I walk through the group to the door.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm
Fucking shaking.
looking. I'm
What is
like
your sort
looking
of-
at the sky and looking at him between Tarragon, and there's a silent question of should I follow him or should I stay here? And I'm just like directing it towards that thing.
What, you're looking at the creature?
I'm
creature?
looking at where Tarragon is going, and I'm looking at Tarragon going, and I'm looking at the creature, and my silent question is, do you want me to follow it, or should I stay right here?
I don't know, it's up for you guys to decide.
I'm going with Tarragon.
Fuck's sake. Okay,
I think Acacia's just was standing in front of like the group of the others and just like there was like a low growl, but like not a threatening one, just like a if you touch them, I am ready to move.
Okay,
I'm going with Tarragon.
so Ellie and Tarragon. Is anybody else going with those two?
I'll also follow Tarragon, and I'll like pat Athena and there and be like,
I'm
stay
going
with
with
Acacia.
Genesis.
No. Athena, stay with Acacia for a second. I'll be
Charles
right
Genesis-
wouldn't forgive me, please.
Genesis,
How-
you stay
how about
here
I
with
go?
Athena.
Okay.
You two stay here, I'll go. Just keep
Okay.
them safe.
Okay, so
So
Ellie,
me,
Tawny,
Tarragon,
Drew-
and Acacia.
Tarragon, Acacia. Tawny, what are you doing?
Tawny drew the rapier as the circle was completed and the summoning went through. But it's just sort of sitting there, perched on something, watching. Not entirely scared, just more of a wary, if you fucking come here, I'll stab you
Okay.
sort of look.
From what you can gather, the demon cannot step outside the circle. The way it has been moving and interacting, it cannot step outside the circle.
Dog.
Shut the fuck up.
I like that when the dog,
Sorry,
when your
sorry,
dog
sorry.
barked, your talk sprite moved, and it made it look
It was
like Genesis
perfect.
jumped.
It was perfect.
fuck's sake.
No, that was really
I
good.
I hate
Sorry.
you.
That was really good.
No,
Okay,
it's okay.
so
It's really funny.
Okay, I'm glad.
Ellie, Tarragon, Acacia, you are walking into the other room.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, where have I seen
Yes.
this before?
You step over the threshold and see a long room. At the far end of the room, you can see a ramp leading upwards. There is daylight visible from the top of the ramp. In the center of the room, there is a pedestal, and atop the pedestal, there is a single golden apple.
That's it, I would assume.
I believe so.
I mean, yeah. So
There is nothing else it could be.
Yeah. I guess.
And I walk over and I pick it up with every ounce of gentleness I have in my body.
And you feel a rumble from the earth around you. Where are you going?
Back to the demon.
Okay. Everyone can feel the ground shaking. Dust is falling from the ceiling a little bit. You guys step back into... I assume, Acacia and Ellie, you follow Tarragon. Yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You step back
Tarragon is running.
You step back and you run
Tarragon is
back.
holding it gently but running.
You run back into the basement room. And... yeah.
And I hold it. I go to the circle and I hold it out.
And the demon smiles at you and reaches out and closes their hand around the apple and laughs. The ceiling is beginning to crack. Pieces are beginning to fall. The demon steps out of the circle and goes, "Thank you. You are so brave, all of you. So brave and so stupid." And the fog and smoke fills the room as the ceiling collapses.
Is there no chance to run?
And we all die?
And now we are going to pause, and I am going to count.
We're fucked.
You're fine! I'm fucked!
Definitely
I don't know
fine.
if I don't know if Genesis is fine. I don't know if I'm fine.
Nobody knows.
I'm
The bug's
fucked.
doing math! We're
I
fucked!
said fuck that kid. I'm fucked.
We're going to die.
I don't know.
Yeah, the hint was there. We should have gone up the stairs. We should have gotten the fuck out of here.
Everything crumbles around you, and the world goes black. We find ourselves at the edge of two worlds. On one side, there is the sprawling, shifting sands of the desert. On the other side, there is the dark, cold grass of the north. A little ways into the desert, there is the ruins of a house. Walking the line between these worlds, there is a cat. And this cat makes its way around where its house used to stand. And it cries. Tarragon, you wake up and you can hear the sound of this cat crying, and you dig your way out of the rubble, and you are alive. Acacia, you wake up and you hear the sound of this cat crying, and with a little more difficulty, you dig your way out of the rubble. You pull yourself to your feet and you see Tarragon standing there in the sun, in the light, and you are alive. And you stand there looking at the rubble of the house that once was, and there is no more movement.
I sink to my knees and weep.
I'm
Ew, fuck.
It's a real shame.
It's so damn
I was right next to Genesis the entire time we died together.
Yorp.
Tarragon and Acacia walking for no longer than 5 minutes would reveal the end of the desert. You would be out. The cat would probably follow you. And you are free. And now I will reveal to you guys, this campaign was never called the desert.
What?
What the fuck was it called the
What?
whole time? What?
What?
It was always the house in the desert.
Go fuck yourself.
You
Because
Push you down the flight of
this
stairs.
was not a story about the desert. It wasn't even a story about you. It was a story about a house. And the very unfortunate family who used to live there. And that is the end.
It's a damn shame.
It's a travesty is
Recording.
what it is.
Does anyone have any
How
words?
How close was I to surviving?
Are you still
We will
recording?
talk about this afterwards. I am still recording.
Yeah.
Anybody got any final words for YouTube
Well,
to close off this series?
what I expected, but this still fucked me.
Hey, Bug, when I catch you,
fuck when I
can I
get my hands on you.
All right.
guys, wait, I have something so important first.
Yeah?
yeah.
I have to turn
What's
off
up?
my noise suppression. Okay.
Say
Okay.
something. Say something for the
So
people
good.
out there.
Oh.
Say something, girl.
All right. Thank you,
Like
everyone,
that.
so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed
Thank
my story.
you.
I enjoyed telling
This was
it.
the best.
This was a wonderful
the-
story. I'm never gonna forgive you for this.
Bye-bye.
This was the
Bye.
best
Yeah.
campaign I've ever
Bye.
played. Goodbye.